Today I'm going to review how to subtract integers using color counters. If you see a yellow counter, that's going to represent positive integers. If you see red counters, that's going to represent negative integers. And if you see a yellow and a red together, that's going to represent a zero pair. So let's go ahead and look at our first example. I have 1 minus 3. So for 1, I'm going to use a yellow counter. When I see the subtraction sign, that means I'm going to remove some counters, and I see a positive 3. So I'm going to remove 3 yellow because the 3 is positive. I'm in a little bit of a situation because I only have 1 yellow counter. So to remove an additional 2 yellows that I need to create 0 pairs. So if I put a 0 pair on the board, I now have 2 yellow counters. Just because I add a 0 pair, I want to make sure that you understand this does not change what's on my board. I still have a positive 1, and a 0 pair represents the number 0. So technically, I still have just 1 represented on my board. Now I have 2 yellows. I need to remove 3 yellows. So if I add another 0 pair, I now have my 3 yellows I can remove. I'm left with 2 reds. My answer is negative 2. I'm going to try another one. If I have negative 5 minus a negative 2, I'm going to start with negative 5, so 5 red counters. I need to remove, this time, I need to remove 2 red counters. In order to do that, I need to look and see what I have. I have 5 red on my board. This time I need to remove 2 red counters. Since I already have enough counters on the board, I can just remove them. And I'm left with 3 red counters. So my answer is negative 3. And then one more example. If I have negative 2 minus 1, I'm going to start with 2 reds. This time I need to remove 1 positive, so 1 yellow. I do not see any yellows on the board, so I need to create a 0 pair. By me creating a 0 pair, I still have negative 2 on the board, and I have 0 on the board. I'm now able to remove this yellow, and now I'm left with 3 red. So my answer is a negative 3. So the 3 problems I just reviewed with you were 1 minus 3 equals negative 2. Negative 5 minus negative 2 equals negative 3. And negative 2 minus 1 equals a negative 3. So what we were doing, we were keeping the first integer in our expression the same. So I'm going to put a k above every integer that was going first in our expression. The k represents keep. We then were changing all of our subtraction signs, so C means change, to addition. By changing all of those subtraction signs to addition, we now need to change the last number shown in the expression. So this positive 3 now goes to a negative 3. This negative 2 now goes to a positive 2. And this positive 1 is now a negative 1. Now when I read this expression as an adding integer, you'll see how we got our answer. 1 plus a negative 3 is a negative 2. Negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3. Negative 2 plus a negative 1 is negative 3. So what we were doing the keep, change, change method.